Hi everyone, it's Enchanted. Thank you so much for tuning in. So in today's video, we're going to be picking cards to see what is going on in this connection. How is your person currently feeling? What is going on with them and where this connection is headed? So here we have three piles in front of you. We have pile 1 with the Carnelian, we have pile 2 with the Emerald, and we have pile 3 with the Citrine. So yeah, go ahead and take a second to meditate upon the piles and pick one that you are the most energetically drawn to. You can pick based on anything. The angel numbers and the timestamps below, the crystals, the properties, the colors. It is up to you, but do go ahead and take a second to meditate upon the three piles and pick one that you are the most drawn to. Like I said, you can also pick multiple piles. A lot of the times the piles kind of do reflect off of one another, or like there's like some piles will like draw references from other piles. So yeah, you can definitely watch multiple piles as well and just pick one that resonates the most. At the end of the day, it's about the message that really sticks with you. So yeah, I will go ahead and give you a second to pick your pile, and we will see you in your respective reading. Hi Pal 1, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what is going on in this connection. We're going to be doing an energy check-in on your person to see where their head's at, where their heart's at, what does the future for this connection entail, things like that. So yeah, I'm going to start off this reading by picking cards from the Accurate AF Tarot deck. So let's see what we have here for you. What is going on for Pal 1? Wow, this card just came flying out. It actually hit my beautiful lamp that I got from Dubai. Yeah, it's like similar to lamp and a lot and rub it 3 times. Or no, you get 3 wishes every time you rub it. Okay, yeah, okay, very interesting. We got swords energy here. 9 of swords. So I'm seeing that someone is really distressed right now. I feel like this is both you and your person's energy. I feel like you're getting a little bit stressed out because of something that isn't really moving in this connection. There has been some sort of stagnancy that has kind of just been frustrating you. It's been making you feel a little bit down, but the thing is, your person is also going through it right now. So the silver lining out of this is that it's not personal. I'm seeing that they're not really talking to anyone right now. Like maybe they're even being a little bit distant and closed off with their family or friends, or there's just something that's going on that's a lot deeper than you can see right now. It's something that like your person might have talked to you about at some point. It's like a pattern that they've kind of gotten themselves into, maybe some sort of like unhealthy relationship with like people around them. I'm seeing that they could have like just really toxic people around them that are pressuring them or making them feel bad about themselves in some way, and like they're also really insecure about something. And overall, it's not personal. Okay, so there is something that is going on right now, and it's like the only person that can really get themselves out of this is them. It's like, yes, you can ask as many people as you want for help, and it is totally fine to seek external help, but at the end of the day, like, you have to want that for yourself. And I feel like, of course, your person wants to get out of this situation, but it's like they haven't really quite figured out how to tackle what it is that's going on. Like, they don't really have a game plan. They're kind of just like winging it. They're just kind of taking things as they go. And yeah, and it's like they're conflicted about something, and they're just going through a lot of like anguish. It's just like they're kind of just in a very off-putting mood. And I feel like if you were to be around this person right now, or if this person were to really reveal this to you, they're really scared that you'd get frustrated with them, or that they'd be bringing you down. The last thing that they want to do is be a burden, because I feel like for a lot of you, you were a therapist for this person. You really did help this person get through things, and they are really grateful for you, for that. But like they're realizing that, okay, like no matter how much external like help I seek, the only person that's gonna help me get through this is me. And like they've at least realized that, or they're gonna come to realize that. And yeah, it's just something that they have to kind of work on themselves, because 9 in tarot, at least with the 9 of cups and the 9 of swords, and yeah, even the 9 of pentacles, 9 is a very individualistic card. It kind of has it to do with, it deals with matters regarding the self, regarding self in general. So Yeah, and whereas 10 is all about like, kind of sharing things, more external things going on. But 9 also represents the ending of a cycle. So I feel like this pattern that I referred to, they're gonna find a way out of it. Okay, like no one ever has to be stuck in something. There's nothing that people have to deal with constantly for the rest of their life. Yeah, I'm just seeing that, this person kind of needs to realize that for themselves before they can really come forward. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what other cards we have. I'm getting Libra, Aquarius energy, so someone could have that Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yeah. Okay, so we got the Eight of Cups, and then we got the Nine of Rings. Okay, a lot of 9 energy. I feel like you could be seeing 999 or 99, and that could be a sign that something relevant is going to happen to this connection. Something that will really, like, it's going to feel like a huge blessing coming in. I don't know why, but I'm seeing that like there's some stagnancy that the both of you are going through right now, them in their lives, you maybe because of this connection. And once it's cleared out, once this is energetically cleared out, you're gonna be laughing at this. Okay, like I'm seeing a lot of like happier days, happier times coming in for this connection, for you in general. So yeah, I'm even seeing that like there's like this energetic shift that hasn't quite happened yet, but like there's a breakthrough waiting to happen. Like I literally just imagine like a cave, and it's like your person is in front of the cave, but they have yet to like step in it, but at least the cave is there. At least they've gotten to that like destination, if that makes sense. Okay, it's just like now they kind of have to go through that. And like a lot of the times, when people go through something, it's like when you've just gone through it enough, it's like the only way from there is up. Okay, like you just get so frustrated, you're just like, I don't want to deal with this anymore, I'm done, like I gotta find a way out. And it's like your person is finally gonna have that breakthrough. Okay, we also did get the Eight of Cups here, and the Eight of Cups means like walking away from something or abandonment. I feel like, yeah, maybe your person kind of walked away from this connection, or the both of you walked away from each other. And it's like, again, it was done for the highest good of this connection. Okay, I feel like there's something big happening. It's either going to be clarification, or your person coming back, or you even being together. We'll definitely go ahead and pick some more cards. And once that happens, you're going to be like, wow, like, you know what, like I'm laughing at the times I stressed out about this. Like you're going to be fine regarding this connection. Okay, like this is not going to bother you anymore. You're going to get over it. You're going to get over any sort of stagnancy, or just whatever is going on. And when I say you're going to get over it, I'm not necessarily saying this connection is over. I actually do see that there might be a chance this person will come back. I do feel like this person wants to communicate too. There is something that they want to get off their chest for sure. Because this literally says new direction. Okay, and like, yeah, new direction, walking away. So it's like they're walking away from something that doesn't really serve them, and they're headed towards a new direction. Like I keep hearing the phrase, the only way from here on out is up. It's like they've kind of hit rock bottom. Oh my gosh, they've kind of hit rock bottom, and yeah, now they're like, there's no more bottom to hit. Like now they're just gonna keep climbing. They're gonna elevate. I feel like this person is gonna do a complete 180. Okay, but they kind of have to do that within themselves first before they can before that can happen in this connection. Yeah, this person, I feel like they don't really want anyone right now. Like, even if they are seeing someone, which for a lot of you I'm not, unless you know that's not the case, because I'm not telling you anything you don't know about. Like, they kind of don't want to be with anyone. Okay, like even in the beginning, I said they were kind of pushing people away. They were being a little bit distant, with people even around them, even like close family members, even friends. They're just kind of like, yeah, just being very individualistic. Even with this Nine of Rings, aka the Nine of Pentacles, they're really just like working on themselves. So that is something that I'm seeing, is going to be, like I said, for the highest good. This person, like the breakthrough that this person has is something that like it's almost like they're going to be breaking some sort of like generational curse or something. I mean, I don't really believe in that, but like it's like they haven't had a breakthrough like this in a while, if ever. So it's like however old your person is, whenever your person started facing any sort of conflict in their life, whatever's going on right now, it's like, it's an accumulation of years of thoughts. Of course, there's like, a lot of just big steps, big things that they have to do in order to like, really see past this breakthrough. So yeah, this reminds me of someone like that I once knew that kind of had an addiction, and it's like this person kind of refused to get help for like the 13 years they were on those substances. And it's like, you know, it just hit them. They ended up like going to rehab, and like they just never looked back. And it was like, you know, 13 years of like doing all that. So of course it's going to take a little bit of time, you know. It doesn't just happen overnight. So yeah, that's just another metaphor, you know, I got. And like, yeah, you know, pile one, I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty heavy pile. I am seeing that, like, you know, this person is just dealing with a lot. Maybe there could have even been substance abuse, but I'm just seeing, you know, if anything, it was just really stressful. There's toxic people around them. There's cycles and patterns and habits that they really have to break, but they're doing that. That's the thing. They want to improve. They want to get better. They want this for themselves, and they're gonna take actions to, you know, remediate this, which is a very good thing. A lot of the times people don't even accept the help that, you know, they need. They just stay stuck in that pattern. Like, one of the first steps is to, you know, accept that you have a problem, admit that you have a problem, and then, you know, you go and get help. So I'm seeing like there's definitely progress being made. There's, you know, this is definitely headed in a new direction, a new very positive direction as well. And I feel like your person, you know, they're kind of walking away from these other options. A lot of the times cups do represent like emotions, you know, feelings, and even actual people. So it's like they don't want anyone right now. Like, they kind of just need to be with themselves. They kind of just need to, like, you know, deal with things, like I said, by themselves before they can really share that with anyone else. So it's like romantically, they're not really interested in anyone, even if they are seeing someone, which again, for most of you, I'm not seeing that there is anyone. Like, they're not very emotionally invested in this connection. Maybe they're just seeing them to like be with company, but I feel like they're about to go to solitude, or maybe they're already in that hermit mode. But it's gonna like, you know, they're gonna eventually come out of it, and I feel like you will be happy to hear from this person, and whatever like conversation, whatever contact that you have with this person, it's gonna make you like feel really fulfilled, because, you know, with this Nine of Rings here, this is abundance and fortitude. So fortitude means strength in the face of adversity. So it's like your person is gonna find the strength, you know, they're gonna muster up the courage to, first of all, beat whatever it is that's going on, and then they'll finally, you know, muster up the strength to talk to you. I'm even seeing they are a little bit worried, you know, with this Nine of Swords, they are a little bit anxious, um, regarding whether or not you will be receptive to them. It is something that kind of dawns upon them, but I feel like they're gonna be like, you know what, screw it, like, I have nothing to lose, let me at least speak my truth. Okay, so that is something I see happening. And we also have abundance here, so I do feel like there is a lot of abundance coming in for you and for your love life and for this connection. And I just feel like there's, you know, you're gonna be satisfied with that outcome. Okay, we'll definitely go ahead and pick some more cards. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some clarifying cards to see what this outcome will be. The first card that we got, okay, I kid you not, this just like fell off, and like all of these cards are like, you know, they're pretty like, stable, they're enclosed, they're surrounded by something. I don't know how this card even fell out. Okay, but the first card that we have here is the Four of Cups. Okay, so yeah, this person maybe wasn't really ready to take what you were offering them at the moment, but that's the thing, like, you know, they're kind of focusing on spilt milk, they're kind of focusing on things that weren't working out, and, you know, they know that like that's something that kind of, you know, might have frustrated you, and it's like they know they kind of really did, you know, put you through the ringer, and, you know, they know that they weren't really the best people to be around. But, you know, that's not the end of the story. Let's see what we have here. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, we got the Empress. This is really sticking to the other card, which we'll get to in a second, but we got the Empress here. So yeah, one major message is that they think you're absolutely beautiful. They think you're stunning. You give off Empress or, you know, Emperor vibes. Like, whoever you are, like, you're beautiful, gorgeous, handsome, you know, regardless, whatever gender you associate with, whatever compliments you resonate with. Yeah, but they think you're very attractive, okay? And they know that you are very generous, kind. You have a lot to give because you're very whole within yourself. You have a lot of self-love. You have more self, like, I guess, love than this person, or like you're a little bit higher up in your spiritual journey or personal development journey than this person. And it's like this person kind of needs to like learn how to like just appreciate themselves, value themselves, you know, just not give into like, you know, materialistic vices or whatever it is that they do to fill the void within them. Okay, I mean, it's totally okay to do that sometimes. We're human, we crave that. Definitely not a personal attack on anyone, but it's like this person was doing it a little bit too much. Okay, again, like, you know, as long as you're not basing your entire self-worth, it's totally fine. But, you know, your person really likes that like you are someone that's really worked on yourself. I feel like you definitely might have talked about, definitely might have, no, you probably did talk about spirituality to this person, and, you know, this person thinks you're really wise, they think you're really smart, they think you're beauty and brains, and, you know, they just really want to get on your level. I feel like they think really highly of you, and they are a little bit insecure about, you know, being with you, because they know that like you are kind of just, you know, like levels ahead of them. Okay, they need to kind of catch up to where you are. Yeah, but we are talking about the Nine of Rings. These two cards are a clarification for the Nine of Rings. So we talked about like this card basically represents like what it is that's going to happen, or what it is that they're going to tell you. What is this abundance here? So I feel like they're going to come forward, they're going to make you some sort of offer. They really want to see this relationship grow. The Empress has to do with like nurturing something. So like they want to like nurture this connection, okay? And like they don't want to start over with anyone else. I feel like they might have done that if you were in some sort of separation, but this isn't something you already don't know about, and it's just like it didn't work for them, okay? Like none of these other people made them feel the way that you do, okay? Like the love that they feel for you, okay, the abundance of emotions that they feel for you, that's not something that they feel for just anyone and everyone. And it's a big deal for them to like feel this way, because I feel like this person is pretty careful about who they emotionally invest their time, energy, effort into. I mean, I guess that's not something you can like be super conscious about, but it's like this person, like they haven't really had feelings for like every single person that they've been with. There's only been a couple of people, and you are definitely one of them, okay? And they feel like you represent abundance, you represent love, you represent beauty, you represent everything that is good in this world. This just reminds me of like a garden growing, just a lot of like fertility and abundance. And like I feel like they were kind of just like, I don't know why, but I pictured a graveyard, and it's like you brought them to life, you really nurtured them, you nurtured this connection, and like they want to give you that same energy back, okay? So yeah, they weren't ready before, but they are getting ready now. I feel like a lot of the reason why they might not have been ready is, yes, because they were, going through this thing that's been dawning on them for like ages, and yeah, they weren't really ready. They didn't want to like, really put you through any more than what they already did, and like now they're ready to see themselves out of it. Now they're ready to get out of this victim complex. They're ready to like really be a better version of themselves. And I feel like you were definitely one of their motivations to do that, because again, this Empress, like this is like the jackpot card here, okay? They think very highly of you. They definitely do put you on a pedestal, and they just feel like, yeah, you are a blessing in their life for sure. So that is something else that I'm seeing here. Okay, yeah, the next card that we got here is the Ten of Pentacles. So this has to do with abundance. I feel like this person is even working on financial abundance. Maybe finances were a factor in this connection. This person wants to make sure that they're in the right job, that they're really in a situation that will render them financially stable, but like something that will be really good for them in the long run as well. Yeah, this Ten of Pentacles just represents a lot of abundance coming in for you and for this connection as well. I really like that, because the Empress literally represents abundance. The Nine of Rings, the said abundance. So like abundance, cubed, good for you. So yeah, a lot of great things happening in this connection in that sense as well. Okay, so we also did get the Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel like it might be a little bit slow to come, but that's only because your person wants to take their sweet old time. And I feel like, it's not necessarily that it's going to be slow from here on out. I feel like maybe you feel like things have been moving slow, but the good thing about that is that at least they're not rushing it. They don't want to love bomb you. At least they're taking their time. Healing, again, it doesn't really happen overnight. It does take some time, and like they want to make sure they're solid enough to be with you. I even feel like your spirit guides are protecting you. They want to bring forth the best version of this person, because they know that you deserve the best, because you are the best. You're high caliber, high worth, high value. Literally you are the Empress energy here, okay? Regardless of gender, don't worry too much about that. But like they think so highly of you. I feel like everyone around you thinks very highly of you. I even feel like they probably talk to their friends about you. You probably talk to your friends about this person. Both parties have said that like you might have been out of their league, or like that they definitely could have done more, or like they kind of praised you. And I even feel like maybe their friends or people around them thought that you were a really good influence on them, whereas maybe people around you were just like, oh, like you could do better than this person or whatever. But like at the end of the day, the heart wants what the heart wants, and it's like your person is improving. I do see that the situation is drastically improving. Don't worry too much about the time. I really feel like this represents stability and like just a long-term connection. So it's like whatever stagnancy is going on, like I mentioned before, it's nothing compared to the long just stable future that you have in front of you. Yeah, I really do feel like for a lot of you are meant to be with this person. You're at least going to hear from this person. Something will happen, okay? But I am seeing long-term commitment and stability for a lot of you. So that's a really positive thing that we have here. And again, if just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I do feel like this person wants more with you. Again, this Knight, it's not exactly a king, and we got the Knight here, the Empress. So it's like, again, this person does have a little bit more work to do to kind of like be on your level, but at least they want to do that, okay? And I'm even seeing that they want this connection to be built on a very strong foundation so that nothing can ever, tear the both of you apart. Because I really feel like this person loves having you in their life. And however long it's been, if you haven't talked, it's been way too long. They're just like, you know what, like, I regret the time that we wasted being apart. But like also, oh my gosh, also at the same time, like I mentioned in the beginning, it was necessary because this person had to heal. But I just feel like one day they're gonna come to you and be like, I can't stand to be away from you anymore. I need to be with you. I'm so passionate about this connection. This connection is like everything that I was missing in my life. Or maybe like they just were not used to like the amount of love, generosity, time, effort, energy that you gave them, and it kind of scared them a little bit just because they weren't used to it. But like now they're just like, you know what, I could get used to this. I want stability. I want someone to come home to at the end of the day. And they're realizing that. So even if this person was a bit of a player, which I'm not really seeing, but like maybe this person was just kind of like scared of commitment or even scared of labels. Like it could have even been that this person and you were together and they didn't see anyone else and neither did you, but like they were just scared to put labels because then it would be real and then it would potentially hurt them. Okay, so yeah, whatever these fears are, they are getting over that. Whatever these limiting beliefs regarding love and relationships that they may have had, the positive message here is that they're getting over that. So that's a really good thing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards from the Romance Angels deck to see what other messages we have here for you. Okay, we got soulmate. Yeah, this definitely could be a soulmate connection or definitely some sort of divine connection. I feel like there's a reason you're here, watching this video. It's because your person does care about you, and the both of you have not been like like energetically apart ever. Okay, like you're still connected in that sense. The only way the both of you will part ways if you decide to cut the cord, which I'm not seeing has really happened here for most of you. We also got forgiving and learning. Yeah, so this says the situation calls for you to forgive whatever went down, and of course that's up to you whether or not you want to do that. But I do feel like your person is learning, they are growing, and I do feel like forgiveness is required to move forward. Again, that's up to you whether or not you want to do that. We also got passion. Yeah, this person is very passionate about you, very passionate about this connection. This connection, you have invoked feelings within them that they haven't felt in a while. Okay, like I feel like, yeah, this says passion, but like they also have feelings for you, and I feel like for them feelings and passion kind of go hand in hand, or someone in this connection definitely feels that way. Like I feel like you might also be the type of person where you don't really feel comfortable getting intimate with someone unless there's some sort of feelings, and it's like the passion just comes through when like there's an actual connection there. So there is definitely a connection there. Your person does care about you, and this is not just in your head. So yeah, big message there as well. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and recap the signs that I've seen, and like don't worry too much if you don't hear your sign, because someone definitely will have this in their Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or 7th house, or maybe not definitely, but like this could just be like for example, like Libra and Taurus. The Empress represents Libra and Taurus. Libra is the 7th house and Taurus is the 2nd house, so this could just mean like the 2nd house and 7th house might be relevant to this connection, or someone's like they could have a lot of planets in these houses as well. So yeah, but let's not overcomplicate things. If you don't know their birth chart or whatever, don't worry too much. But I know people do like hearing the signs, so we'll go over that. So yeah, the Empress is represented by Libra and Taurus, getting a lot of Taurus Capricorn energy here with the Knight of Pentacles. More earth energy here. I would say all the earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Nine of Rings, again, very earthy reading for here for sure. Okay, maybe that's why it's taking a for some people I am seeing it has been taking a bit of time for things to happen. I'm seeing the stagnancy kind of is real here. We got the 4 of Cups, Cancer energy. We also got like Scorpio, Pisces energy. Yeah, and then we got Libra, Aquarius. So I would say all the water signs, all the earth signs, and then Libra, Aquarius. So again, someone could have that in their Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for 7th house, but don't worry too much about that. It has more to do with the actual messages rather than the signs. So like like for example, like Libra, Aquarius, that talks about like kind of intellectualizing emotions and also communication. Okay, like air signs do have to do with like the mind and like really verbalizing things, and a lot of the times air signs are known to kind of like ghost and stuff. So if they did ghost you, like they're coming back. Okay, so it's not going to be a forever thing. Yeah. And yeah, there's a lot of like watery energy here as well. Like they are getting in touch with their feelings and emotions. They are learning to process their feelings and emotions in a better way. So maybe like the water aspects of their chart is being invoked a lot more. A lot of the times when you meet someone that has aspects of your chart that you don't, it's like you were meant to meet them for a reason. Like for example, if you have like no water in your chart and you find yourself attracting a lot of water signs, that's because, you know, it's kind of like making up for what you don't have. And you know, maybe they could also have like too much water, and like, you know, you may have like a lot of earth or something, and it's like the both of you, you know, meant to we're meant to meet each other to teach each other a lesson. Okay, so yeah, maybe you subconsciously attract people because it's what you need at the time, or it's, you know, a lesson that you need to learn. But sometimes lessons can also be blessings. Okay, like, you know, even if things are hard, they can still work out in the end. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end the reading right here. I really hope this helped. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for one. And yeah, I will go ahead and end the video right here. Thank you so much. Love and light. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. So we're going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what is going on in this connection. What would your person tell you if they could? Where is this connection headed? Things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards from the Accurate AF Tarot deck to see what is going on with your person. What does Pile 2 need to know about their person? Okay, so the first card that we have here is the Hanged Man, or I guess in this deck it's called the Hanged One. Could be dealing with the Pisces, or someone that has Pisces placements, or someone that just might have a lot of planets in their 12th house. Doesn't have to be the case, but I am seeing that there's a lot of heavy energy here. We got a similar message in pile 1 as well. This says transition, but also sacrifice, okay? So I feel like this person that you're with, they felt like they had to sacrifice one thing for the other. They feel like, you know, they want to be with you, but there's a lot that they have to work on when it comes to themselves. Okay, I feel like this person is really hanging by a thread. You might not see it because I feel like this person is good at hiding it, but I'm also seeing that you have a telepathic connection with this person. You know that this person is really going through it. You can feel like there is something more, and I feel like your instincts are usually always right. Okay, if you have sensed that there's something going on with this person, I feel like you are right to trust your instincts. But I keep hearing, yeah, they're hanging on by a thread, and there's something intense going on behind the scenes that you might not know, or it doesn't necessarily have to be intense, but I am getting that energy here. And you know, this is transition, so I feel like this person is going through a big transformation. This person is going through a big transition, okay? And it's like, it's something that was pending for this person. I feel like we got a similar message in pile 1. You might even want to check that out, but there's just something that your person needs to like break through before they can really, you know, come back with you in the way, you know, that in like the best way possible. Because I am seeing that there's a lot of feelings, there are emotions here. This is associated with Pisces, which is a water sign, and they feel things very deeply, very intensely. And it's like, it's not just in your head. I feel like whatever you're feeling in this connection, they're feeling the same way back, okay? They feel like you and them, yeah, there's this like spiritual telepathic connection, because this is associated with the 12th house, or at least, you know, Pisces is, and that has to do with, you know, the crown chakra, or it just has to do with divinity, spirituality, psychicness, psychic powers, and the crown chakra has to do with that too. And a lot of the times, you know, this hanged man, it's like their crown chakra is facing like the bottom, and it's like, so it reminds me of like crowning, if you know what I mean. But it's like they are getting closer to their higher selves. Okay, they are getting out of this thing. Like, that's the most important thing. I even feel like, yeah, the vibe for pile 2, it's a little bit different than pile 1 in the sense that there's major transformation that's already happening here. Okay, there's things that are already shifting, things that are already changing, things that, you know, things that are very things that, you know, you wanted changed in this relationship, maybe things that you've been manifesting, like it's working. Okay, I feel like this is a more positive card than negative card, at least in the context of this reading. Yeah, sorry for that, you know, last confusing, but it's almost like even when I was channeling the messages, I was they're just very confused energy, very lost energy, but also it's like they do see the light at the end of the tunnel, except the tunnel isn't straightforward, if that makes sense. There's like a maze that, this person has to go through, but it's like there's big changes happening, and that's all that really matters. This person is coming out of, like, this negative pattern or cycle that they've been stuck in. Like, they are they're getting closer to their higher self. Okay, I'm getting a lot of like crown chakra vibes in general. So yeah. We also got the Six of Swords. It has been a while since I've drawn this card, at least in this deck. I think this is the first or second time I've no, I have drawn this a couple times. Yeah. Yeah, it's really rare that I draw this. I don't know why, but in this deck it just doesn't happen. So good for you, pile two. I feel like, this is a very like rare connection. This is a once in a lifetime type of connection, and it's like your person is finally ready to move on from this thing that has been holding them back, okay? That has really been draining them of their energy. I feel like for a lot of you, you might know what this is. Your person has definitely talked to you about this, or maybe you are someone that reads in between the lines. Again, you and your person have this very psychic connection. This energy, you guys can just really um, feel one another, and like feel what the other person is thinking, especially you, more than this person. Like, you feel that way about this person. Yeah. And oh my gosh, I felt like yawning at the moment. So I feel like it's like you're just getting tired, you're getting bored. You're like, when is this person gonna come back? When is this person gonna, like, finally like feel free to be themselves? And yeah, that is something like I'm seeing the stagnancy though. It is breaking. Okay, like honestly, pile one, that's the only thing that I have to compare it to. It's like there was stagnancy, but it was still like, there wasn't much progress being made, if I'm, being honest. And there was like slow progress, but like not like monumental progress. It was like slow, but also in like bits and pieces. And yeah, the Six of Swords, I am seeing that like there's some resolution that is going to be reached here. This also has to do with like, traveling, like coming towards someone. So I feel like this person definitely is traveling towards you in somewhere, or like getting closer to you, or like there's some sort of gap in communication that is going to be bridged. Okay, there's something big that is happening for this connection that is going to um really just finally move things. Like, I feel like there's something big that's happening. You've been wanting something to happen. I feel like maybe you've been waiting for like some sort of expression of love, or you want this person to make things official, or maybe you just want this person to contact you. And I'm seeing that that is going to happen. I feel like six is a very positive number, at least when it comes to tarot. Like, Six of Wands has to do with like victory. Six of Pentacles has to do with fairness, balance, equality. Six of Cups has to do with like the past coming back, just forming a very deep bond and connection, and just having your energies feel very familiar. And Six of Swords is all about movement, progress, going in the right direction, moving on from anything that doesn't serve this connection or this person individually, and also resolution. Okay, so I'm seeing that there's some sort of conflict resolution that's going to happen. You're going to be getting some sort of clarity, you're going to be hearing the truth, and it's going to be good. It's going to be very satisfying for you to hear, not like a harsh truth, not like something like, that's, oh my gosh, I needed to hear this, but it totally devastated me, not like that at all. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I am getting like Gemini energy and Pisces energy, so someone could have that Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, but don't worry, we're gonna pick more cards. Okay, so we also got the Eight of Cups. Very interesting. I have been drawing this card quite a lot. So this has to do with like walking away in new direction. Yeah, I feel like these two, at least, the key words on this card, at least on these two cards, at least in this deck, are very similar. Resolution, moving on, new direction, walking away. So I really like that. Your person is walking away from things that don't serve them. They are walking away from um, just like bad experiences and even limiting beliefs and their own emotions that have been holding them back. Okay, Eight of Cups is a very emotional card, or any sort of cups, they represent feelings, emotions, relationships and things like that. And it's like they're like walking away from all these negative emotions that have really been holding them back. And I feel like a lot of these were caused by, people that they've dated in the past that have given them trust issues, and just made it really hard for them to like move. Oh my gosh. Ugh, I am like yawning. I don't know why. It's like this person is like bored. I feel like, maybe if they did pursue other people, and this is something you already don't know about, but like I feel like for a lot of you, yeah, they could have walked away from this connection, or someone did, and maybe the both of you kind of went your own separate ways, and you wanted to kind of just really, figure yourselves out. And okay, maybe in this time period you started dating other people, maybe they did as well, but this isn't something you already don't know. But if there has been some sort of separation and you feel like they've been seeing other people, I feel like they're bored of them, they don't really want that, it's not a very emotionally fulfilling connection. This does have to do with emotions, like I said, but like also kind of like lack thereof. And it's like these other people aren't really serving them, okay? If that is the case, doesn't have to be, once again, okay? um but like this, for a lot of you, this could just mean that, like, they have been trying to fill a void in some way. It doesn't necessarily have to be with other people, but it's like they have been doing something to do that, something to kind of just fill themselves, uh yeah, fill that void, just feel a lot more satisfied, emotionally fulfilled, and things like that. And it didn't work, okay? Because they realized that, like, you're the only one that really made them feel something, and they regret walking away. If they did walk away from you, I feel like they're having regrets, and they're just like, wow, my life is kind of really freaking boring without this person, aka you. And like, hence the yawning, okay? I was not yawning in any other pile. It is a little bit late, but still. Yeah, and it's like they're headed towards a new direction. I feel like their life is headed towards a new direction. They're getting rid of things that don't really serve them. They're getting rid of just negative habits, negative thought patterns, negative, like, just anything, like limiting beliefs regarding relationships. And it's something that's new for them. I feel like, had it not been for you and had it not been for your connection, they might not have realized that, they had this thought pattern, they had this way of thinking. I feel like for a lot of you, okay, we got a similar message in pile one. You might have been their therapist. You kind of helped them see certain things. I feel like you're someone that really like overthinks and reads between the lines. And I feel like you've made this person wiser, and like you've kind of spread that knowledge to them in some way, shape, or forms, or whatever it is this person, like, caught on. And like, it's like being around you just made them smarter, okay? And it's like they are walking away from, just like their old habits, their old, oh my god, their old thought patterns. That is crazy. Like, oh my gosh, they're like, they're tired of, like, just their own selves. They're tired of not being awakened. That's the thing. Like, I'm feeling really sleepy, and I feel like this person has been asleep, and they might even still be asleep, but it's like they're slowly beginning to awaken, okay? They are slowly beginning to come out of this rut, and they're just slowly, like, becoming a better version of themselves, is also what I'm seeing. And I feel like you are someone that's spiritually awakened. I feel like I've only yawned when I was like talking about this person's energy, it's like they're still sleeping, and you are awake. You are, like, you are enlightened, and you're always working. That's the thing. You're always striving to improve. You're always striving to be a better version of yourself. You're always striving to upgrade, you. Like, oh my gosh, that was such a weird way of saying it. Like, the only competition here is you, and that's something that they like. I feel like, maybe this person does have a habit of comparing themselves to other people. They could even have, like, kind of an inferiority, or like inferiority complex, or like insecurities. And I feel like you're someone that's very secure, and you've like taught them to be a lot more secure and just trust themselves more, and that's something that, like, no one else really, like, no one else taught them how to do, or like the feelings that you invoked within them, the knowledge that you gave, it's very different than what they're used to, okay? So that is something that I'm seeing here. Interesting. We got the Nine of Swords. Yeah, we got this as well. And some of the other, like, okay, well, the pile before this, that's the only one that I've filmed, but just I've been getting this energy a lot. I feel like, people are really going through it, especially your person. This Nine of Swords has to do with conflict, anxiety, anguish, things that are kind of just holding them back, both internally and externally. This is a mix of, like, internal insecurities, but also things that are caused by the external world, which is how a lot of insecurities stem. But it's like this person feels really, like, anxious. This person feels really conflicted. They don't really know what to do, and they're just very, they just, like, they feel helpless, okay? I feel like they're kind of in this victim mode, this victim mentality. I feel like they are getting away from that, or like they are walking away from that. They are headed towards a new direction. There is a resolution that they're coming to, but it's like, when you start, like, changing, when you start going through a transformation, or transition, like this Hanged One said, it's like there's still the parts of the old you that, kind of refuse to leave you, because they've stuck with you for so long, or you refuse to leave them. Like, when you're so used to doing a certain thing, like, for example, if you're very used to, like, being with people that maybe weren't really the best partners, and then you meet a partner that, like, gives you a lot of attention, and like they're the ideal partner, it feels different, right? Because It's something that, you know, you're not used to, and B, it's like kind of a self-defense mechanism to stay in that old mind space, kind of because it feels safe, you know. You feel emotionally safe because it's something that you're so used to, and I feel like that is kind of what's going on with this person in a way. I feel like you have given them a lot of attention, love, generosity, kindness. You care about this person a lot, and it's something that I feel like they might not be completely used to, because I feel like the people that been with in the past were a little bit selfish, or they just weren't really as generous with their time as you were, and it's something that really like dawns upon them. It was kind of like, it was very surprising for them, and it's something that just they just didn't know how to deal with. They weren't used to this much affection, attention, or just a healthy relationship in general. I feel like you were very healthy for this person. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick some clarifying cards to see what else this Nine of Swords represents here. What is it that's holding this person back? What is it that's causing them, you know, this anxiety, this anguish? What is it that's like, you know, just oh my gosh, there we go. What is it that's kind of like causing all these limiting beliefs, and um you know, maybe preventing them from moving forward? And the first card that we drew here is the Three of Swords. I do feel like this person has had their heart broken. They have been hurt in the past, and it really impacted them. Like, it was something that they took years to get over. I feel like there was one particular heartbreak. I feel like this person might have talked to you about it in some capacity. And it's like, this heartbreak, it doesn't necessarily affect them in the sense that they're not over it. They are over this person, but it's just the pain of that affects them. You know, a lot of the times it's like, when we have been betrayed or hurt in the past, it's not necessarily that, you know, we're still into that person. It's just the little pain. It's just the feelings that we're feeling. And, you know, that's a normal thing. That's a very human emotion. You know, things are not always black and white. They're gray area. I know some people, you know, they'll say things like, oh, well, you know, if this still impacts you, then clearly you're not over them. It's like, you can be over the person. You just might not be over the situation. And it's still, you know, if it caused you like trauma, if it caused you a lot of stress and anxiety, you know, it's something that kind of sticks with you, right? So that is something that I'm seeing here. There's something that happened to this person romantically that still sticks with them. Again, they don't want this past person back, no way. They're just like, yeah, no, I've outgrown this person, but it's like the scars are still there, okay? The swords still kind of plunge their heart, and it's like, okay, not like always, but it's like, you know, from time to time they're just like, wow, I can't believe that happened. You know, they just wake up one day having anxiety about this thing that they went through. So yeah, this person does have emotional baggage, and they do carry that with them, and it's like they need to find a healthier way to get over it. But the thing is, they are like, that's the thing. I'm seeing there's progress happening. I'm seeing that they are getting out of the situation, but like the biggest theme that I'm seeing here, and I've noticed this with Pal 1 as well, it's something that they have to get over themselves. You know, you can be the kindest, caring person to them, you can be the most loyal, trustworthy person, but at the end of the day, it's them that needs to learn to fly on their own 2 feet, or no, walk on their own 2 feet. It's them that needs to get over these trust issues, okay? They need to like have confidence in themselves and have confidence and faith in their relationship. So that is also something else that I am seeing. I'm gonna go ahead and pick some more cards to see what other messages we have. Okay, we got the Eight of Swords again. Yes, there's a lot of anxiety. I do feel like, you know, it is something that your person really needs to deal with, and that's kind of like, you know, the most urgent thing right now. You know, before this person can really come back and be the best version of themselves or take that next step, this person really needs to get over this, okay? And this Eight of Swords is all about being blinded by the truth, being very like, you know, just anxious, feeling very trapped, because this person feels really trapped, and definitely not in this connection, but like trapped within themselves. Like, they're just like, why am I not allowing my own self to trust? Why am I not allowing myself to, like, you know, fly on my 2 feet? Or no, I don't know why I keep saying that, but it's like this person hasn't really, like, you know, fully been vulnerable. They haven't really let anyone in ever since this, you know, heartbreak that they went through. I feel like, if any, if anything, if anyone, you are the closest person. Like, you came closer than anyone else. That's another message that I'm seeing. They really did let you in, and I feel like you're one of the only people that they really had feelings for after this big heartbreak that they went through. And it's like, this could have even been like a while back. I feel like maybe they even dated people in between you and this like big thing that they went through. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but I'm seeing for a lot of people it is romantic, but it's like, it still impacts them. And I feel like what really made you stand out to them is that you're the first person that they had like real genuine feelings for after this heartbreak. I feel like maybe after they did date someone, after this Three of Swords, whatever it is that they went through, they thought they really liked that person, but it was just like leftover feelings from that heartbreak. And like when they met you, they're just like, they were a lot more healed. I feel like they have gone through a lot. Okay, like they have gone through a lot of healing. There's still more that they have to do to heal, but it's like you're the only person that they had genuine feelings for, that wasn't just like rebound feelings, or that wasn't just like just fake feelings. Like, even if you were like the kind of rebound, or I'm not seeing that like a lot of you were, this person doesn't really believe in rebounds, but if like this person did date you immediately after a heartbreak, I do feel like this person had genuine feelings for you, and they still do. But it's like they still like they're still anxious, okay, and they just feel really trapped within themselves. Like, they haven't there's a lot that they have to do to kind of come out of that state of mind. And the only person that can really help them through that is themselves. You might have helped them, you might have been there for them, you probably showed them and even told them that they can trust you, but at the end of the day, it's something that they have to come to that conclusion themselves. They have to come to that resolution themselves. So yeah, that is something else that I'm seeing here. Let's go ahead and pick some more cards. Okay, so we got the Queen of Rings. I have also been drawing this card quite a lot, even in like client readings. So the Queen of Rings is associated, it is the Queen of Pentacles. Rings represents pentacles in this deck. And we got practicality and generosity. I feel like this person really admires your practicality. They feel like you're very pragmatic. You're also very generous, kind, caring. You are wifey material or husband material, okay? This person definitely sees you as someone that they can have something long-term with. And that is something that this person is never going to take for granted. Like, I feel like they might have taken that for granted in the past, but they're just like, I'm not going to do that anymore. I found a keeper. This person is great. I will do whatever it takes to make this work, because they want something long term and committed. I feel like this person is finally stepping into that mentality, that emotional state where they are ready for something more. They are ready for something more committed. They are ready for something just a lot more serious. Okay, if they weren't ready, they are getting ready. They are ready now. And like, I'm seeing that there are big changes that you're going to be seeing. Okay, this is a very positive omen. This is a really great card to get in any reading, really, but especially love reading, and also of course finances, because this does have to do with like stability and long-term connections and things really working out for the best. So yeah, I'm also getting earth sign energy here, so Taurus, Capricorn, yeah, also Pisces energy. We also got the World, which I really love. The World is all about taking that next step in your relationship, taking that big step, really just being fulfilled in every way. I feel like you emotionally, psychologically, holistically just fulfill this person in so many different ways, or this is a very fulfilling relationship to a person. And it's like this person feels like they've achieved something by being with you. You are the ultimate prize. You are someone that they really just they feel like they hit the jackpot. Okay, I keep hearing like prize winner, jackpot, even with the Queen of Rings. Okay, like, you are someone that they can really show off. You are wifey material. You are husband material, whatever it is that you resonate with. And yeah, they're about to give you the whole world. This also has to do with taking that next step in your connection, entering a new phase in your life, taking that next big step. I don't know why, but this always reminds me of the game of life, where you spin the wheel and it tells you the next step, like, oh, you're in a relationship and you're about to get engaged. Yeah, so I'm seeing that that next step is going to be taken. This also has to do with lifelong commitment and romance. So this person does see like a permanent life with you. This person does see something a lot more long-term and committed with you, okay? Yeah, let's go ahead and pick one more card. We also got the Chariot. I absolutely love this. Also, before I get to this card, I do want to let you know that the World is associated with fixed signs, so Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, but also this fixed sign has to do with like fixation, or like, you know, a little bit of stubbornness, or like this person is determined to make this work. This has to do with tenacity and persistency, and your person just absolutely loves being with you. And yeah, they really want to make this work more than anything. I feel like, you know, they might have taken this connection for granted in the past, but they're just like, you know what, I learned my lesson. I learned that no one is as satisfying as this person, aka you, and now I'm ready to really change and be a better version of myself. I really love how we went from the Hanged One to the Chariot. Yeah, I'm also getting Pisces Cancer energy, so you could be dealing with those signs. This also says direction. Okay, like, yeah, new direction. And one of the other cards said that, and the one of the other cards says, like, you know, walking away. So walking away from anything that doesn't serve them, and this person is going to be victorious. This person is going to get over their limiting beliefs, get over their past baggage. You're gonna find a healthy way to heal from that. And yeah, it's like this person is like, this even says willpower, and it's just like, you know, they're fighting their negative urges, they're fighting, like, you know, these thoughts. It's like they're going through some sort of internal battle, and like, I don't know why, but this reminds me of those quotes I see about, like, you know, fighting your inner demons, and that's exactly what that person is doing. Yeah, this is all about victory, success. Oh my god, victory, success, and achievements, and this person really does want that with you. Okay, your person feels like, you know, the both of you will have a very beautiful connection. Um, this has to, like, oh my gosh, this is already a beautiful connection, but it's like, you know, your person really wants a victory in this connection with you. They really want this to be successful. I feel like this person is really going to fight for you. You know, if you're the one that's always been kind of like, you know, fighting for this connection, or, you know, doing more in this connection and things like that, your person is going to finally match your energy. And even if they already have, I feel like this person is going to do more. They feel like there's a lot that they have to make up to you for, and that is something I see them doing. So yeah, that's really great here. Oh my gosh, I love this like sort of magic, you know, flying carpet thing. Reminds me of Aladdin, and I have my beautiful Aladdin lamp here, so it's like your wishes are finally being granted. I feel like if you're manifesting, it's definitely working. Um, you know, this person, they want you as well. So I feel like the both of you are actually manifesting one another, and it's like, you know, when two people put their energy into the same thing, it's bound to work. So I really do see there being a positive outcome in this connection, okay? And it's going to be very fulfilling, okay? Yeah. I feel like there's multiple cards that, you know, really alluded to a fulfilling, satisfying connection. So that's really great as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards from the Romance Angels deck to see what other messages we have for you and for this person. Okay, so we got engagement and we got very soon. So I feel like something big is going to be happening very soon. Yeah, oh my gosh, I did say engagement when I was talking about that whole Game of Life board game thing, like when you spin the wheel and, like, you know, you take that next step. So I am seeing that it is very possible that the both of you will get engaged, or at least take that next step, or at least become a little bit more serious. And I do feel like it is going to happen sooner than later. I do feel like, you know, uh, this is gonna work out, and it's like you have been kind of playing this waiting game, or you have been feeling a sense of stagnancy, and that stagnancy is going to end. Okay, I feel like things are finally happening, things are finally shifting, things are finally moving in the right direction, and it's like whatever energetic work that you've been doing has been paying off. Okay, this person really does care about you, and it's like they're gonna make a move, they're gonna make the effort. I feel like this person is going to come back. I feel like you have manifested this person, and you've manifested a better version of this person as well. Okay, so yeah, major changes happening for you. We got the World card, which is really big. We got a lot of major arcanas. We got like 3 major arcanas in this reading, so that's a very strong message for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and recap the signs here. We got a lot of water energy, so we got Cancer with the Chariot, Pisces with the Hanged One. Yeah, I would say we got Taurus, Capricorn. We also got the fixed signs, so Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Wait, did I say that? Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. We also got Gemini energy here, and then we also got Scorpio, Pisces energy here. So, yeah, and then, okay, Gemini again, and then Libra. So, yeah, someone in this connection could have those signs in their chart, in their big 3, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or 7th house, which is the house of love and relationships. But don't worry too much about the signs. It has more to do with actual messages, you know, more than the signs. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and end the reading right here. I really hope this helped. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for one. And yeah, I will go ahead and end the video right here. Thank you so much. Love and light. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your reading. So we're gonna go ahead and pick some cards to see what is going on in this connection. What would your person tell you if they could? And where is this connection headed? So yeah, we're gonna start off your reading by picking cards from the Accurate AF Tarot deck to see what is going on. Okay, so the first card that actually came up face up, like everything else was face down, is the Six of Swords. I really like this because I consider this a movement card. This literally says like resolution and walking away, so it's like things that aren't really serving this connection are finally leaving. Like your person is walking away from anything that might be causing stagnancy, anything that might be causing them to kind of not really progress in their personal life. And I do feel like obviously, you know, that impacts this connection as a whole as well. And we got resolution here, which is a very positive word. It's interesting because I'm filming this around like New Year's, and it's like, you know, resolution. Things are, I'm seeing like a pattern is coming to an end, a cycle is coming to an end, so that something better can come in. It's like this person is making a resolution to just be a better version of themselves. This person is really like they want change in their life, which is a good thing. I feel like whatever it is that's holding them back, they're really annoyed of it. They're just like, you know what, like I can't do this anymore, and I gotta make change. I gotta do something about it. Okay. And I really feel like because your person had this epiphany or is about to have it, they're very positive changes coming in for this connection. This also does have to do with like breaking the distance or like bridging the gap. So it's like if you and your person are at some sort of distance, I feel like this is going to bring the both of you closer. This is a sign that the both of you will bond, unite, you know, literally physically come closer as well. So yeah. Okay, so the next card that we have here is the Five of Cups. Interesting. We got dwelling and avoidance. So I do feel like there was something that this person was avoiding, really getting down to the root cause of. They were avoiding addressing a certain issue, and you know, that just, it's something that really held them back. A lot of the times, you know, the first step to becoming a better version of yourself, the first step to anything is admitting that you have a problem or admitting that there's something that needs to be resolved, right? And I feel like maybe your person was putting off coming to that conclusion, but with this card, I'm seeing that that's not the case anymore, okay? Or they're at least kind of realizing that, because, you know, we have the Six of Swords and Five of Cups energy, two very different cards representing almost like opposite energies. And it's like your person has been going through this internal conflict between, you know, getting out of the thing that is holding them back versus like just staying in that, dwelling in that energy, staying in that stagnant mode. And I feel like, you know, the six, I kind of see this as like trumping the five card, the Five of Cups card also because it's a higher number, if you will. And, you know, swords, they just represent like movement, action, things happening. Well, actually that's wands, but it's like swords has to do with like, you know, putting in the mental energy, mental work to get through something instead of just being in your field. So I do feel like there is like this internal conflict that your person goes through between their feelings and their mind. Okay, so yeah, that is something that I'm seeing here with this Five of Cups. And this also represents like walking away from something. I feel like both of these cards represent like moving on, walking away from something. So that is exactly what your person's doing. They're walking away from things that don't serve them. Although this card could represent that they did walk away from this connection, but it's only because, you know, there's three cups that are upside down and there's two cups that are upright. They were focusing on what didn't work. They were focusing on like, you know, the own shortcomings in their, you know, own life, and they felt like it was kind of rubbing off on you in a negative way, and they didn't really like that. They're just like, you know what, like I don't want to be, you know, a negative Nelly. I don't want to be a burden. This is something I kind of need to deal with on my own. So I'm seeing it, that your person kind of might have walked away to really work on that, but it's not personal. In fact, that's actually a good thing because at least, you know, they want to be a healed version of themselves around you. They don't want to bring you down with them. Okay, so that is something that I'm seeing here. Okay, let's go ahead and pick some clarifying cards to see what exactly it is that is going on with them, because I am seeing that there is this conflict that they're going through, but let's get some more clarity on what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick some clarifying cards from the Ethereal Visions deck. You're also the first pile, like the only pile that I'm gonna be using the Moonology deck on. I don't know why, but I was just really drawn to pick these cards. Okay, I feel like maybe someone could be ruled by the moon, or like have, you know, maybe Taurus, Cancer, or even Pisces placements. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what we have here. The first two cards I picked from the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck is the Hanged Man, but then we also got the Sun. So I really like that. I feel like that's kind of the theme of this reading. It's like there's one like sort of like negative card, and there's one like, you know, positive card, or like there's technically no negative cards, just like constructive criticism cards that talk about like what needs to be done. But it's like there is something that they're really stuck in, and I feel like it's their own feels. Okay, they're a victim of their own feelings. They just tend to overthink. They tend to, like, you know, overfeel. They are very emotional people. Don't be fooled if they act like they're not. They're pretty emotional. A lot of them could just have a certain demeanor where they don't really show that, but yeah, this person, I feel like, yeah, they feel things very deeply, but it's like they also stay stuck in it. So I'm also sensing a little bit of like Taurus or earthy energy here. It's like, you know, when they're in something, like they get so deep in it, they end up like being stuck in that. Okay, and it was just it's very like it takes a lot for them to pull them out of that place that they're in, because it takes a lot for them to get into that place, if that makes sense. Like I feel like this person doesn't just easily, you know, get offended or hurt or in their feels. It takes a lot for them to feel that way, but it's like once they're in it, like they're deep down. Okay, like I don't know why, but this reminded me of like you know, that commercial about like that person sinking deep into their couch after like their favorite show ended, you know, like the post favorite show ending kind of like void that you have. Yeah, that's just the kind of similar feeling that I'm getting here as well. So yeah, your person is kind of stuck in something, but like the good thing is that they're gonna get out of it. There are better and brighter days ahead. Okay, I really like that about this card. There are better times ahead for sure. Okay, this person feels like you bring about a lot of positivity, love, joy, peace into their life, and that's, you know, that's one of the reasons they loved being around you, but at the same time they also felt like they were really bringing you down. So it's like, you know, they don't want to do that. I feel like, you know, we've gotten a similar message in the other piles, but I do feel like you might have been this person's like therapist. You helped this person through a lot. You know, like I don't know why, but my back kept itching. Like, you know, I'm getting Leo energies, and Leo is ruled by the back, and I feel like you carried this relationship on your back, or someone who's really carrying the weight of this relationship, and you know, someone who's really trying to do like more than the other person in this relationship, or maybe it was kind of like, you know, mix and match, or not mix and match, but like a give and take at times. Maybe at times your person was the one really carrying it, and it's like, you know, every relationship should be 50-50. The both of you should be equally involved, right? So invested, if you will. Yeah, and the sun just represents like they are getting out of it. Okay, like I'm seeing that there's been this like dark cloud over them, but it's like the sunlight is finally pouring in, which is so funny because where I live it was literally raining a lot these past few days, and like, the sun is out right now, so that's also a very positive sign. And it's funny because this is, you know, associated with Pisces, which is a water sign, and then we have like, you know, the sun here. So yeah, I'm also getting watery and fire energies here, uh, water and fire energies here. But yeah, with the sun card, I feel like this also represents your demeanor. They think you're a very kind person. You're very fun. You're very peaceful. You radiate positive energy. You have good vibes throughout, and like you really just uplift this person, and you really have gotten them out of like, you know, some really hard times, or you really helped them through something. But at the end of the day, and this is also a message we've been getting in all the piles, they have to pull themselves out of it. Like no matter how much external help you get, it has to be you that wants to do that, right? And it has to be them that kind of needs to realize what it is that they need to do. And yeah, there's just a little bit of like, you know, self-love, like individualistic work that they have to do, if that makes sense. Or yeah, they kind of just need to be a little bit more introspective and really look inward. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some clarifying cards from the Moonology deck to see like what other messages, you know, we have regarding this Five of Cups, Six of Swords energy. Like what is it that, you know, has been holding them back? Okay, so we did get a new romantic cycle begins. Yes, I really like that, because in the beginning of this reading I was talking about, you know, this resolution, and like how there's like, you know, reminding me of a New Year's resolution, and like, you know, like out with the old and with the new, changing up some sort of habit, changing up some sort of pattern, and yeah, just it being a lot more positive. Yeah. Wow, I literally just got a notification during this reading, so yeah, a new romantic cycle begins. I really like this. I do feel like the both of you are going to be stepping into this like renewed positive energy here. Okay, it's like this connection is going through some sort of renewal, and it's going to be positive. So if there's something that isn't serving this connection, like maybe lack of communication, or just maybe someone's refusing to kind of let go of something that happened. I feel like, yeah, there's a new cycle that is going to begin here. And overall, I'm seeing like renewal. I'm seeing like something better is coming in for this connection. Should it be something that you want? Should it be something, if you can get over whatever it is that happened? Yeah. And it's going to be like a equal give and take. The whole thing I was saying about it should be 50-50. I'm seeing that, like, you and your person, it's like if you have been the one kind of carrying the weight or doing something, your person is going to give back. Okay, things are going to be fair, things are going to be balanced, things are going to be equal as well. Okay, so that is another thing that I'm seeing. I'm seeing something could even be happening by the next new moon. I'm getting a lot of new moon vibes here. Yeah. We also did get, what do you need to release? Okay, so oh my gosh, yeah, there are definitely some things that need to be released regarding this relationship. Either it could be something specific that happened, or even just like thoughts regarding relationships. I'm seeing that someone here definitely could have limiting beliefs regarding relationships, regarding just like romantic love, based on, a lot of the times it's, it is based on things that we've gone through in the past, or maybe we grew up hearing certain things. Yeah, so I'm seeing that there's something that needs to be released. I'm seeing it's more of a mentality thing, more of a like, okay, romantic relationships, like what does that entail? What is that? What does that mean for me? Because it does look different for different people. Even if this a new romantic cycle begins, it's like, it's going to be specific to you. It's going to be specific to what you think about the relationship. So yeah, that is something that I'm seeing here. But it's also like something that the both of you need to talk about. Like, I'm not saying it's just, about you or just about them. Like, there's two scales here, so you have to come to some sort of agreement, some sort of like, decision, some sort of balance. Yeah. We also got conclusions are within reach, so that's a good thing. I really do feel like, if there's some sort of clarity or explanation that you have been waiting on, or some sort of conclusion that you have been waiting to reach regarding this connection, it is happening. Okay, and it's a, we got full moon here, full moon eclipse. I feel like between the next like cycle here, okay, like we got new moon, we got waning moon, we got full moon. So I feel like something should be happening in a month. Okay, this just reminds me of like one whole moon cycle, and you're going to be receiving clarity, and this relationship is going to be significantly improving. That's just what I keep hearing, like improvements, new cycles, new, like, breaking old habits, old patterns, and just again, out with the old, in with the new. So yeah, use that as your mantra for this reading here. Okay, let's go ahead and pick a couple more cards to see what else is going on. I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards from the Oracle deck. I don't know why, but for this reading, I'm more called to pick Oracle cards more than anything. I mean, of course, we did pick tarot cards, but I really feel like it's, there's like themes that this relationship has, that spirit wants you to be aware of. Like, when you're watching a movie, there's like motifs and symbols, and sometimes those speak louder than the actual actions. It's like, kind of reading in between the lines of the actions rather than the actual, like, things that the characters like say. It's about like the symbolisms, behind whatever it is that's going on. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick some cards from this. Okay, so we got optimism. I really like this. This says, if you're gonna make up stories in your head about people and circumstances, please make them love stories with happy endings. Okay, literally, this is a law of assumption. I have a law of assumption like playlist on my channel. Definitely check that out. This does have to do with, what it is, what do you need to release. Okay, I feel like for a lot of you, you could have this dominant thought or assumption in your mind that, oh, relationships always end up like so and so, things always end up going bad or awry or something like that. And it's like, why don't you just think positively? Like, spirit is calling you to think more positively, be more optimistic about this connection. This person is not who you may have dealt with in the past. This relationship is different than your past relationships. Okay, the only reason, like, if you have been noticing a certain pattern, it's because you haven't really let go of the old story. And that's another thing about the law of assumption, or manifestation. You have to let go of the old story if you want something new in your life, if you want everlasting love after like a whole pattern of like, maybe breaking up or not having like long lasting love. The only thing that you have to do is change your thoughts around it, change your thought process around around it, change your mentality regarding love. Okay, so yeah, just be optimistic. Okay, because I really do feel like this person wants to give you a lot. I really do feel like spirit is even telling you, like, look, you are meant to have a happy love life. It's just a matter of you being more optimistic. Yeah, and I know this like readings about like their energy, but I'm also seeing that both of you could be mirroring one another's energy. So I also feel like this person could be in the same state of mind as you in a lot of different ways, but this person also may have limiting beliefs regarding relationships that they kind of need to get rid of. So it's like this is all about manifesting positive circumstances and just you know just being a lot more optimistic about what is to come and getting rid of old experiences, because who you were a couple years ago, it's not who you are now, or you're always improving. That should be the same with your experiences as well. So yeah, that is something else that I'm seeing. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and pick a couple more tarot cards just to see what other messages we have here. Ooh, okay, so we got the Three of Wands. I don't know why, but I am sensing there is some sort of distance between the both of you. There could be some sort of physical distance. Yeah, like even in the beginning I saw the Six of Swords. So if there is a physical distance, I do feel like this person is going to like come towards you. I'm seeing something about like a house being sold, or some lease ending, and like the both of you finally being together in the same hometown if you're not, or at least you will be seeing each other face to face. Okay, it's been a long time since that's happened, and I don't just mean on FaceTime or video call, I mean like in real life. Okay, so that could be a message for some of you. Yeah, but with this Three of Wands, I'm seeing that there's some sort of distance, and it's like this person is really going to jump on the opportunity to bridge the gap. And like this says developments, I feel like there's new developments literally happening for this connection. Okay, this person wants to come closer to you, they want to travel to you, or they want to travel with you. Maybe you've talked about traveling somewhere together, and it's like that all of that is going to really happen. Okay, so yeah, that is something else that I'm seeing here. Let's go ahead and see what other cards we got here. We've got Temperance. I really like that. Yeah, getting Sagittarius energy as well. So this has to do with equal give and take. I really like that because there were so many themes throughout this reading about balance. Like even with the new moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. The scales are finally balanced. The both of you are going to be giving the same amount of energy, time, effort, to each other. It's going to be equal. And it's like, the both of you really want this. Your person wants this just as much as you. This is also the card of alchemy, like really making things happen and manifestations really coming to fruition. The both of you really manifesting things. And like I feel like the both of you are manifesting one another. You want the same things out of life. You're finally on the same boat. You're on the same page. Yeah, because this literally says like equilibrium, which I really like. And I feel like maybe at times, maybe you might have gotten a little bit ahead of yourself. Maybe your person got a little bit ahead of yourselves. And I'm also seeing that there might have been promises that weren't really kept. And like, your person is going to be better about doing that. And maybe from your side as well. So it's like, not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. And there's definitely, you're going to see things actually happening. Okay, like it's like how people like to talk, they like to make very grand statements, but at the end of the day it's really all about keeping those promises and staying true to those statements. So yeah, that is something else that I'm seeing with this connection. Okay, I feel like your person has not like emotionally detached from this connection whatsoever, even if they have physically walked away. I'm seeing like there's there's a lot of water energy in this card here, even if it is associated with Temperance, which I do believe it is associated with Sagittarius. But in tarot, whenever we see water, that has to do with like feelings, emotions, and relationships, and that is something that I'm seeing going on here. So yeah, that is really amazing. I really like that for you. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and recap the signs, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pick some love oracle cards from my romance decks to see what else is going on here. So I'm getting Sagittarius energy here. I got Cancer, Pisces, Taurus energy as well. Sagittarius, Aries energy again. I'm also seeing for some of you, this won't resonate with everyone, but you could be of a different race or ethnicity or culture, or maybe you've had different upbringings. Yeah, I'm seeing that it could be a little bit, maybe it just could be that you come from two different like states of life. Does that make sense? States of life too. Well, yeah, maybe like just you have grown up in a different way than this person has. Okay, or like your upbringings have been vastly different, or there's something that is like different about you to this person, and maybe vice versa. Maybe you're not their usual type, or they're not your usual type, or something like that. Okay, that's not gonna resonate with everyone, but for some people I'm seeing that. Yeah, We also got Cancer energy, Gemini energy. Sorry about that, the video cut out. I don't even know where it cut out, but yeah, Pisces energy, Leo energy, Gemini, Cancer, Taurus, Aries, Sagittarius, and yeah, I think we covered it all. Don't worry too much if you didn't hear your sign or your person's sign. It has more to do with the messages associated with the signs rather than the actual signs. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards from the Romance Angels deck to see what else is going on here. Okay, we got let go of control issues. Yeah, so I do feel like someone could be holding on to this connection like really tightly, or it's like they want to like control every aspect, or like I'm even seeing this as, you know, maybe you're a person, they kind of think a little bit more with their mind. You know, they feel like their mind is kind of taking over their heart and they're not being vulnerable. That could also mean, you know, kind of letting go of like control issues. It's like, yeah, they might not be externally controlling, but they kind of have like this mentality that holds them back from experiencing true love because they're not, you know, being vulnerable. And I'm not saying like, you know, not necessarily experiencing true love, but like just having the relationship really flow. I feel like this person might even try to like kind of micromanage things, if not, you know, in real life, in their mind. So yeah, that is something else that I'm seeing here. I'm also seeing, you know, don't worry too much if you've been manifesting this person or this connection. Don't worry too much about time. I feel like, you know, you should kind of just let things be, you know, keep yourself busy as well. Like, you know, the more we try to control something, the more we kind of, you know, kind of like goes away. I guess that's just like kind of just a very general rule of life in general. So it's like, don't worry too much. I feel like for a lot of you, this is meant to happen. I feel like for a lot of you, there is a you know, there's some sort of distance or gap in communication that is going to be bridged. You are going to come together in some way, shape, or form. So don't worry too much, okay? I feel like you're going to be getting the resolution and the clarity that you need. We also got keep an open mind. Okay, so yeah, this says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So I'm seeing that, you know, this reminds me of the Three of Wands stuff that I was explaining, or the Sagittarius energy that I'm getting here. A lot of the time Sagittarius is associated with like, you know, exploration and different cultures, and a lot of the times Sag people, or people who have Sag placements, they tend to date like a lot of people that, you know, like they don't have like a specific type, or even if they do, it's like they're still like open to dating or experiencing different, like, you know, things. So that is something that I'm seeing. I do feel like that could have been the case. Maybe this person isn't your usual type or vice versa. Or I'm also seeing, you know, keep an open mind means like keep an open mind regarding like, you know, this relationship. Like if I feel like if you have certain expectations for this relationship, you know, you definitely can manifest those expectations like entirely, but also kind of let things just really flow, you know, going with the flow, not really forcing things. And I feel like, you know, maybe it's like there's something else that you kind of have to experience with this person before you get to like your final destination, your final manifestation. And it's like keep an open mind, because I feel like whatever it is that you're going to experience, it's going to be good for you in the long run. Okay, for some of you guys, maybe you could even be dating other people or something like that. This could also mean like keep an open mind regarding that. But I do feel like your person is going to come back. In fact, I feel like maybe if they sense your energy, like you moving on, that is when they'll come back. I feel like for a lot of you, you have kind of started to detach a little bit from this connection. You're not as obsessive as maybe you used to be, and your person's really sensing that energy, and that's something that's really going to make them like come back even more. And like, it's not something you have to do, but it's just like, you know, when you keep yourself busy, when you do things for your own self, figure out who you are, like, you know, self-exploration, bring out your own hobbies, just, you know, learning about yourself on a deeper level, that's when things will really shift. That's when things will really take off. So that is another message that I'm seeing here. Let's go and pick one more card. Yeah, we got finances and career. So yeah, we didn't really get too much of that in the reading. We barely picked any pentacles cards, but I am seeing finances and career definitely could have been something that impacted this connection. Maybe someone had to like move away because of you know, their job or something like that, and maybe that is what caused the distance. And I feel like maybe this person will be getting a job closer to you, or they'll want to see you somehow, or maybe they'll be taking some time off to see you. Or yeah, I see this as like a positive sign. I feel like if finances and career were a factor in this connection, it's not going to be impacting it too much, at least in a negative way. So yeah, it's gonna get a lot better. I feel like, you know, this person is getting their finances in check. The both of your, like, you know, just finances and career situation is resolving itself as well. So yeah, I really see this as a positive sign, because we didn't get any of like, you know, the, I guess, constructive criticism Pentacles cards, you know, cards that represent lack, like, you know, the Five of Pentacles or anything like that. So yeah, I don't see that financial issues are going to be like a big, you know, financial factors are going to be a big issue regarding this connection anymore. So yeah. Okay, that is what we got for you, pile 3. I really hope this helped. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for one. And yeah, I will go ahead and end the video right here. Thank you so much. Love and light.